Everybody, it's Tony Zalecki. Super excited to be here today with each and every one of you. Who is excited? The countdown is over. Put in the chat a 1 if you are excited, if you're ready to go, if you've been waiting for this, and today's the day. And I just want to start with saying this, like a lot of you have been here with us for the last 67 days since we had this idea. We brought everybody together and we created Nueva. Holy smokes. Can you imagine that? 67 days ago. What a wild ride this has been. And first of all, I just want to say huge congrats to each and every one of you. Put in the chat, we did it. Because there's a lot of people that are a part of what we've created here. And each and every one of you is just as important as anybody else because you've planted your flag, you've been on these Zooms, you've been on the trainings, you've been pre-enrolling people, you've been on the leaderboards, you've been having your people around this for the last 67 days. And I just want to say, well done. You're amazing. You actually did something that most people wouldn't do. They would have took the easy route and just went and did something else. But you said, no, I'm going to be a part of history. I'm going to be a part of this new movement. I'm going to do something that everybody is going to look at and say, you're doing what? And now look what's happened. I think we're closing in on 18,000 people already that have been pre-enrolled inside this awesome brand, this awesome company, Nueva. And just well done, because I know a lot of you worked really, really hard to get where you needed to be, and you're still going, and it's really inspiring. It's really impressive, and just want to say from our heart to your heart, well done. Now, let's jump into it. So we got a lot to cover today. We're going to kind of go through how this whole launch is going to happen this week. I'm going to give you some insight on next week. I have a special guest with me, Amber, who's going to be coming on shortly, and I'm going to be kind of doing a little interview with her. And she's a 7-figure earner in the business of network marketing. She came to Nueva because she's seen something that, a lot of us seen, and she's here with her team and ready to do big things. And I can't wait for you to hear her story and hear more of, why she chose this awesome company and brand, and really all of us. So let's talk about how this week is going to work. So as we get to the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, everyone is going to start getting an email, right? And it's going to be kind of the whole pre-stamp thing. So whenever you pre-enrolled, we started pre-enrollment that first week of May, something like that. So the emails are going to go out accordingly starting right around Wednesday. Could be Thursday, could be Friday, but just look from that Wednesday to Friday time frame that you're going to be getting an email. And it's going to be the people that got in first. And they're going to have the opportunity to go to the site, actually get their, $550 pack, get started, and, get the free nitro and the free water shaker and things like that. That's all going to be in those first 2,000. So one, you want to start looking for those emails right around Wednesday. If they don't come Wednesday, look Thursday. If it doesn't show up Thursday, look Friday. But also be talking to the people that you're working with, talking to your upline, talking to the leadership team. We'll kind of be filling you in, but those emails are going out sometime between Wednesday and Friday this week. Then what we're going to be doing, and I'm so excited to announce this, is how many are pretty excited about not only getting their pack and getting started, let me see you in the chat, but also enrolling a bunch of people to get their pack to get started. How many are excited right now to do this? Let me see it in the chat. Awesome. So how would you love to start getting your first order bonus money next week? How many would love to have that, the 20 and the 10, the 30% first order bonus? How many would love to see that dropped into your bank account next week? Let me see in the chat. Drop a 1 if you're excited about getting paid next week. Yes, I agree. Holy smokes. So next week, you'll start seeing that first order bonus money being dropped into your account. So here is my plan for you. 1, as soon as you get that email this week, get your order in. Get your pack done. Just get to the website and do it. And then I know a lot of you have pre-enrolled people. I know a lot of you have other people that are coming in today and this week and things like that. Get ready, because you want to be putting those people and getting those people ready when they get their email to get them in the system, because you're going to be paid your first order bonus next week. Now, here is another big thing. And remember, June and July is one volume month. So as you see what happens this week, as you see what happens next week, as you see what happens the first week of July, the middle of July, how we close up really our first big month in Nueva, you're going to see us with, creating a lot of volume and creating a lot of rank advancement and creating a lot of check stories and creating a lot of testimonials and creating a lot of excitement and creating a lot of social proof for the world to see what this amazing team, this amazing company is doing. Like, we're going to be like, people are going to be like, holy cow, did you see what Nueva just did? Holy cow, did you see all those rank advancements? Holy cow, man, people are getting paid. Oh man, they're using the product. Their stories are incredible. Like, it is going to be a wave, a tidal wave. So get ready. Now, next week, when you get those first order bonuses dropped into your account based on the work you start doing this week and early next week, is we're going to be launching, drum roll please, Nueva Travel will be launched next week. How many are excited about Nueva Travel? A lot of you have been on our travel Zooms. I believe we'll be doing a travel Zoom this Wednesday night to really set the tone for next week when we launch that digital product, our first ever digital product here at Nueva. How many are excited? Let me see in the chat if you're excited about the travel product. I'll just tell you this. When it comes to saving almost 70%, depending upon when you go to the site and get your hotel, I mean, it's just fabulous, right? You have cruises, you have timeshares and condos and all-inclusives. You have curated trips. Some of you have wanted to take this awesome curated trip, to somewhere around the world in one of these most beautiful lifestyle destinations. Well, they're on there with flights in there and excursions in there. And I mean, the savings are absolutely incredible. So Nueva Travel will be really launched not only to the United States and Canada, but to Europe, to Latin America, to Australia, to Japan, to Korea, to literally 200 countries around the world next week. Who's excited about launching our first digital product to hundreds of countries all around the world? Think about that. So for a lot of you that have teams in different parts of the world, make sure you're touching them. Make sure you're messaging them today. Make sure you got them on inside the group and they're, watching the travel training that we do this Wednesday night. Make sure that they understand what Nueva Travel is and how they can be a part of it. Now, here's how it's going to work with Nueva Travel. There'll be an activation fee of $160 to get started, and then it's $40 a month. So when we launch it next week, it's going to be $200 to get started, right? And $160 of that is that one-time activation fee. As long as you stay on it, you'll never pay it again. And then it'll be $40 a month. Now, on that first $200 order for Nueva Travel, 150 CV is coming out of that $200. So there'll be a first order bonus paid on that. On the 150 CV, that'll go into the tree. And then every month, it's going to be $40 a month. Now, you'll get 30 CV that'll go into the tree, into your business, right? No matter how many people get it. So what if you had 1,000 people on travel at 30 CV every single month? 5,000 people, 500 people, 100 people, 10,000 people. There'll be people inside this awesome branding company that make 6 and 7 figures alone every year just on our travel product. That's how big this travel is going to be. Now, we've researched this. We've looked at this. You'll hear more about this on Wednesday night. But you will see that this is the best product in the marketplace today at the best pricing, and all the perks you get from it is absolutely incredible. So get ready for our travel product next week. We talked about launching it in July, and the team came together to say, you know what? We're going to get it ready next week so that we can really start off with a bang, not only with the $550 packs, but also now Nueva Travel. And then we have a bunch of more surprises coming very, very soon that I can't tell you about, but it is going to blow your mind once you see it, once you feel it, once you understand it. So all that, stay tuned, is coming, is coming, is coming. So what I get a chance to do right now is bring on a dear friend. Her name is Amber Gustowski, and she's been in the network marketing space for years. And, you know, she's a 7-figure earner. And when we were putting Nueva together, she said, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. I want to be a part of it. And we were so early when she said yes. And when she said, yes, I really want to do this. But her vision and what she's seen was going to happen here, and her team and the people she was talking to, and as they were seeing how we were building this out, she's just like, holy smokes, this has never been done before. And I want to make history with you. So I asked her to come on and really tell her story a little bit, but then also, you know, really talk about, you know, when she's seen this, what made this, you know, so appealing to her, and why she wanted to jump in, and why she was like, no, I'm doing this. I know it isn't built out yet, but I want to be here. I want to be first, and I want to really go make history with you. So Amber, thanks for being on today. And if you wouldn't mind just sharing your story with Nueva family, and really talk about why you jumped in right away.
Absolutely. Hello, Nueva family. How are you guys? Tony, thanks so much for having me on with you. You and Sarah have been absolutely amazing through this whole process. I have been in the network marketing profession for just over 12 years. And when I founded you guys, I was a waitress. We had our 2 kiddos. We hadn't had our 3rd yet. The 4th is in my belly right now. We're weeks away. But 12 years ago, I was a waitress, and my husband couldn't possibly work any more overtime. And if there's anybody watching right now who has way more month at the end of their money, that's exactly where we were. And we were stressed out. We were, you know, battling depression, anxiety, going to bed at night with that knot in our stomach. Like, how are we going to make this work? How are we going to pay for that? If our kids asked for play us extra sport, it's like, you know, that instant stomach ache. That's where we were. And I was working the 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. shift at Boston Pizza. And I was doing that 5, 6, sometimes 7 nights a week. And I remember after work, I'd get my tips and I'd walk across the parking lot to Shoppers Drug Mart, and we'd buy diapers or milk or whatever it is that we needed. And network marketing was brought to me 12 years ago. And when I saw network marketing, what I saw was hope. I saw freedom. I saw I could stay home with my kids and I could build something. I can make money. Even if it's $100, even if it's $500, wow, like that would make all the difference in our life. And so I quickly became a student of the profession, and I earned while I learned. And that's what you guys are doing right now with Nueva. We are all starting this, and we're all earning while we're learning, and a lot of it's belief. And so that's what I did. And while this whole, you know, my whole journey with network marketing over the last 12 years, I've kind of seen it all. I've seen the ups, the downs, the twists, the turns, the huge wins, the losses, the disappointments, all the things. And what I can tell you is every time I've had a disappointment, whether it was ownership retiring or something closing down or someone letting us down or empty promises or broken promises or the gotchas or the country shutting down or whatever it is, I've seen it all. I always had a choice, you guys, and maybe this is where you're sitting today. I had a choice to either give up on this incredible profession, give up on myself and my dreams and what my family deserves, or I could keep going. And this profession really saved me over and over and over again. And you know, recently I've been a part of a company for just over 4 years, and no one gets married to get divorced, do we? Nobody does. But sometimes you have to look in the mirror and you have to remember who you are, why you're here, what your family, what your people deserve. And it might be time to make a move, even though it's so painful. And that's where I found myself, you know, slowly creeping up over the last, 4, 5, 6 months. And that's the position I was in. And instead of going into a state of panic and fear, I remembered what I loved most about this profession. And I remember everybody being able to win, being able to come in, and maybe you need to make $100, maybe you need to make $500, $1,000. Maybe you want those $5,000, $10,000 paychecks because you really want to make a change. And that's what I love about network marketing. And so I didn't want to give up. And so I just started praying and I started surrendering, and I didn't fall into fear. And I started looking around everywhere. And let me tell you, there was many companies I could have gone to. And there was a lot of places where I could have went and made a lot of money. I could have stayed where I was and made a lot of money and just went quiet. But I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to look at my favorite people, all the people who had hope and trust in me, And it just came to that point. And I put a prayer up and I started looking around and nothing was impressing me. Nothing was good enough for my people, my family, all the things. And when I saw that they were starting something new, Nueva, it was the first day I was watching them like a hawk. I thought to myself, all these leaders, all these, Sarah, Tony, the Meltons, Margie, all of them, I'm watching them and I'm like, I have been following these people for years. I've been learning and watching these people for years. I've seen them on the stages everywhere. Like, what are they going to do? I've been looking, where are they going to go? And so I saw Tony go live and him say, you guys are never going to believe this. I think you said we're only like 48 hours in. You're never going to believe this. We're going to do our own thing. And I thought to myself, what the heck are they going to do? But I'm not losing out on this. And he put the Zoom link below and I hopped on. You guys, when I hopped on for that very first Zoom they ever did, inside of me, the peace that came over me, if anyone else is feeling this total peace about Nueva, we're all starting this together. We're all in this together. None of us have tried the product yet. None of us are paid yet, but we're all so peaceful and you're so excited and you see it. That's what I felt. I got that fire in my belly again. And I thought to myself, what these legends are creating is every reason why I'm a part of this industry. I'm a part of this profession. This is why I love this profession. This is hope. This is legacy. This is generational wealth. This is what I'm talking about. This is what my team needs. And so you obviously didn't have all the details then, but you guys knew the heart of what you were creating, the bones of what we were creating. And my vision just went, poof, and ever since then, it's been everything you guys have said. Every word, every promise, every plan has absolutely pulled through. So I want to be a part of something that there is integrity and there's professionalism and there's class. There's no more gotchas. The fact that this is a company that's being built by the field for the field, everything that I've been through in the last 12 years, you guys, maybe you're watching right now, it's your first company. Maybe you've been a part of 3, 4, 5, 20 companies, whatever your story is, okay? It has brought you to this moment. That's just the warm-up. Everything you've been through, that was just the warm-up. This is your time. This is our time now. And so it truly is an answer to prayer. Like, this is where we get to call home and build with the field, and no more of the gotchas and all that. We get to build with the field this complete unicorn.
I love that, Amber. And there's so many people on here that have unfinished business, right? Where they've been a part of different things, for whatever reason it didn't work out. And, they're like, okay, I like this. I love what Nueva's doing. I love the leadership team. I love the product line. I love what they're going to do with systems. I love how they're going to launch. But maybe they're a little afraid to start over, right? And they're just like, can I really do it again? Could I really, be somebody in this profession? And they know they're meant for more. They know they're supposed to do something much bigger than what they're doing right now, but they're just afraid to start over. What would you say to those people?
Well, I've had many conversations like that with myself and with teammates. Tony, I'm sure you've had conversations like that with yourself because, this profession isn't perfect, but it's incredible and it's powerful. And there comes moments where you do ask yourself, like, am I made for this? Do I even have it in me anymore? Can I do it again, right? And in those moments with yourself, I encourage you to do this because this is what I had to do many times, is I had to find that inner hunger inside of me, okay? You guys, I am about to have my 4th baby in a matter of weeks, and here we are launching another company. I have no business doing that right now with life and how busy everything is. But I had to really dig deep, you guys, and remind yourself that you did not come this far only to come this far. If you have that desire and it's in your belly and you have this hunger inside you, you know you're made for this. And dig and find that inner hunger. It's almost like, for me, you guys, I laugh about it and people bug me about it, but I'm like, it's almost like an inner lioness. Like, it's an inner, like, I'm doing this. Like, this is going to work. This industry and this profession is way too powerful. Your dreams and your family deserve this, you know? And like I said, like if you've only come this far, not to only come this far, and if nothing changes, then nothing changes. So what have you done in the past that wasn't working for you? You know, maybe you have limiting beliefs. Maybe you're lacking some confidence. Maybe you didn't put the work in that you said you were going to do. This is another chance for you to be the best that you can be ever in this profession. Everything else is behind you. Like I said, that was the warm-up. This here is an answer to your prayer now. You get to show up fully as your best self. You already know what held you back. And now you get a second chance. And so really work on that unshakable belief in yourself and that confidence in yourself, because there's only one you. There's only one you. And people need you. They don't need me. They don't need Tony. They don't need the Meltons. They don't need Margie. They don't need Sarah. They need you. And so show up as your best self. I struggled with that for many years and I kind of stayed in the background. But until I remembered who I was and what I was here to do and how badly I wanted this for my family, treating like my confidence, upscaling my confidence, up-leveling my unshakable belief in myself and where I was, I almost started treating that like a part-time job, you guys. And if you guys can work on that here with yourselves and with your uplines and everything, you can do this. You are absolutely made for more. I truly believe you do not have that fire in your belly and you're showing up and you're watching and you're looking for no reason. You are made for this.
Yeah, it's so good, Amber. And, you know, one of the things I've watched you do over the years in your prior company and now here, because you're in Canada, is like, you know how to push through challenges, fight through the obstacles. There's always a solution with you and your team. Like, no matter what comes up, you always go, you know what, that's great, but this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it. Really talk a little bit about the launch. Talk about, you know, why you're so excited, why your team's so excited, you know, some of the products, right? And just kind of what makes this so special compared to everything else out there.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's like, it's apples and oranges. Like this is the unicorn that everybody's been praying for. Like, you know, there's so much, like I said, I was looking around and I'm not saying that there's nothing out there, but nothing impressed me. And I know that you guys were in the exact same boat when you were looking around. You guys had offers made to you. You guys could be sitting pretty somewhere else, sailing on a boat right now and not having to worry about anything, but your people matter. Right? And doing this and having impact and all that kind of stuff, that's what matters. And that's where I want to build my legacy. That's where I want to be creating that generational wealth for my family, you guys. And that's how I know this is the place to be. I really do. So like the launch of this, you guys, this is like no other. Like this is a moment in time that we will never, ever get back. You know, we've been sitting here for 2 months watching this unfold, and it's been an honor to watch this unfold. It's been a privilege to see everything happen. Every single day there's something else that's happening, and it's like I said, we're not getting paid. We don't have the products in our hands, but you have this inner like, oh my gosh, this is why I went through everything I've gone through to bring us here today. Like this is a movement with a complete unicorn. And so to launch this, you guys, I would go like all out. Like do not slow down. Do not be quiet. Show up in every way that you possibly can as your best self. Get out there, message people like crazy. Use your voice clips because people deserve to hear your voice through this and your excitement through this. I wouldn't send texts. I would be voice clipping so they hear you. I would be getting on the phone like you've never got on the phone before. This has never been done before. Do you know how many times over the last decade I've heard people, the wealthier people in our profession say, I'm going to start my own thing. We're going to do our own thing. But no one has the guts to do it. And now it's happening. Like these guys had the guts to do it. And so it's happening. I would be so loud, you guys. And I would just follow everything, follow the system, use the system, create that excitement, create that belief, have that unshakable vision. Like I said to my husband the other day, he goes, you're really happy. I said, because this is why I do what I do. This has brought us here today. Like this is the answer to prayer that everyone's actually been wanting. And that's why they're in network marketing. And so Nueva is a complete unicorn. I say it all the time. I post the unicorns. I talk about the unicorns because there truly is no one else out there that's doing this. There's nothing else like this. It's incomparable. The products, you guys, like Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The products that we have? Like, are you kidding me? Like, these aren't just Me Too products. These aren't just other vitamins and whatever else that's out there, right? This is like, you're turning heads. We are turning heads with the products that we have. I actually don't care how much they cost because of the value that each product brings. I was looking at it, and each product is replacing 5 to 10 of the products that I'm currently taking. You know, I used to be on a monthly auto ship, you guys, that was more money than our starter pack that we're coming out with, this founder pack that we're coming out with. Every single month, I would pay more money for my overhead to be in business. And we're getting to start with a founder pack that's less than that, that has way more value. Like, this is the fact that they want us to win, and the way that they want us to win it's a no-brainer. Like, I can't sleep. It's amazing.
That's awesome, Amber. Well, everybody, let's smash the heart buttons for Amber, because man, what some great insights and content. Her trainings are always fire, and you're going to see a lot more of her and hear a lot more from her amazing team. And they're up in Canada, and they're making big waves, and they're doing big things. So let's give her some love in the chat, everybody. And I want to really talk about one of the things that Amber said, because I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about Nueva Body. Now, again, everyone's going to be able to get 3 bottles of those, you know, when they get their pack ordered this week, right? But this person was with another company and said, you know what's crazy, Tony? Like, I've got to take 6 products right now, and it was almost like $400 USD for these 6 products. And they're like, I'm so excited now because I can take Nueva Body, 1 product, not 6. And, you know, obviously it's half the cost of what they're spending now. But you know what really got them is they're like, I've had such a challenging time to have people take a couple in the morning, take a couple at 11 a.m., take a couple more at 4 or 5 p.m., and consistently do that every day for months. They're like, it's going to be so easy to take one thing in the morning with breakfast and just keep rolling. It's like so simple. I like this. And so it's such a great point, Amber. And I know so many people have said so many great things about that. And to really have what we have, and to be in a class by ourselves, like Amber talked about, being the unicorn, and really like creating this new path for everybody, creating this new track where we've kind of just raised the bar again, set a new standard. You know, not only do we have exclusivity with our manufacturers with every one of these products that you're going to see, but we have ingredients, we have formulations, we have such a high quality product that no one else has, and can get it the way we're delivering it to them at the price, at, you know, inside this awesome community, right? Everything they get with support and training and knowledge. And, you know, it's what Amber talked about. You think about the leaders that are here. And again, it's not about upline, downline, crossline. It's not about any of that. I want to be very clear today. Nueva is one line, not upline, downline, crossline, one line. We're one team here. We're stronger together. You all know that, right? We're better together, right? We will rise at a level like this profession has never seen before because of all of us. It's not one person here. It's not one thing here. It's not one way here. It's like we have it all. And there's companies out there that have been in business 50 years that would die to have what we have here in 67 days. And they've been in business 50 years. And they would do anything to get what we've created in 67 days. We're not even into our first 90 days here together. We're not even into our first year, our first 3 years, our first 5 years. That's the exciting thing about what we're creating, everybody. Like the things that we're going to do here, sales-wise, rank-wise, income-wise, team-wise, company-wise, you know what I mean? I can go on and on and on. We will set the new standard in our profession. And people will say, oh my God, we got to do what Nueva's doing. Oh my God, you see what Nueva's doing? Oh my God, it's got to be Nueva. Oh my God, look at what they did now. Oh my God, look what they created. Oh my God, look what they're doing. Oh my God, did you see the events they just did? Oh my God, did you see their you know, their events for their team? Did you see what they did for people qualifying at this rank? We got to do that. Did you see this? Did you see that? Look at their brand. Look what they're doing now with customers. Oh my gosh, look what they're doing here. That is what's going to happen in the space that we're in today. And we're proud of that. And you're a big reason for that. Just know that. It's all of us. And again, as we march forward this week, as the countdown is over and the movement begins, as the packs start flying off the shelf, as we start getting those packs, as we start building our teams, as we start, adding up our volume, as we start creating more, team leaders than anything else out there, because that's core rank. It's you getting your pack this week and getting 3 other people to get theirs. And guess what? You're a team leader. Now you got first order bonus money. Now you got a team leader bonus. Now you got a team leader share. Now you pick up some of the unilevel, depending on where that volume's at and who does it. It gets better and better and better. But this will be a company and a team that has thousands of team leaders between, this week and all the way to the end of July when we close up our first volume month. Thousands and thousands of team leaders will happen here. And what does that mean? That means there's a lot of director 1s. There's a lot of director 3s. There's a lot of elites. There's a lot of elite 2s. There's E3s, right? Because when you create core rank and you pop off team leaders like you're popping, popcorn, right? What happens is you create a frenzy. You create so much excitement around people hitting team leader, helping their people go team leader, and really sharing that story all over the internet. And people are going to see us everywhere. They're going to be like, I want to be a team leader. Oh my gosh, I want to be a director 1. Oh my gosh, how do I go elite? Man, how do I get positioned? Holy cow, I got people that want to come in and go fast. I want to go fast like all of you are going fast. That's what we're creating here. So get ready. I mean, I'm so excited after 30 years doing this. Every single day, like Amber talked about, I see it more clear. I see it more bigger. I see it like 1,000 times bigger than our last business. And that was a pretty big business, as all of you remember that were with us on that, journey. But this will be 1,000 times bigger. So as you get going this week, really have your plan. Look for your email. Get your pack ordered. Make sure your team gets their pack ordered. Let's really create excitement around what we're doing. I know so many of you do such a good job and your social media looks so incredible, but it's what Amber talked about. And don't miss that, where leave your voice clips. You know what I mean? Let them hear your excitement. Get on the phone. Get on a Zoom. You know what I mean? Talk about what's going to happen this week and why they need to get their order in, and help them map out team leader, and then help their 3 people map out team leader, and then help their 3 people map out team leader, and then help their 3 people map out team leader. And when you can start layering team leaders 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 levels deep, now you got everybody hitting core rank right off the bat and going team leader, and then all the bigger ranks start happening. And then it gets really exciting, because now you're like, oh my God, I started with a handful of people and now I've got 50 people. Oh my gosh, I went from team leader to senior team leader to director 1. I'm on my way to director 2 right now. This is amazing. That's how this is going to go. And this is the excitement around what we're doing. So get ready for an incredible week. Just want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for, taking this pre-launch and signing people up like the wind blows. I've never seen anything like it in this short amount of time. That is probably a record in my books that I know about with this space. I've never seen anybody in this space in 67 days do what we all did together. And you can be proud about that. You can share that story. You can let people know that vision. You can let them know that, hey, this is just us getting started the first 67 days, and look what we've created all together, right? Like, what's going to happen the next 30 days? What's going to happen the next 90 days? What's going to happen as we close out the summer and close out this year? I mean, it's going to be mind-boggling how we stack just millions, and then it goes to tens of millions of dollars in sales. That's how this goes. So again, get ready. Here we go. Plug in. Wednesday night's going to be a big travel, training, and that's going to get everybody ready for that digital product that we launch next week. And again, stay connected to your team, stay connected to your upline and your leaders so that they can help you, guide you. And any help you need, reach out. If you got questions, reach out. If you need strategy, reach out. If you need mapping, reach out. We'll help you any way we can because we want your story to be awesome, the biggest, the baddest, the boldest, because you deserve it and your family deserves it. Take care, everybody. Amber, thanks again for being on. Thanks, Nueva family, and we'll talk to you very soon. Take care.